Hello everyone, I'm Christina, and it's pretty late for me. It's nighttime, but wherever you are, I just want to say hello, and that it is a super cold night in the United States right now, but not as cold as you might find it is in the House of Representatives.
Hey guys, welcome to Christina. My name is Roderick Chappelle with Plant-Based Homestead Prepper. When you leave Christina, come check us out. We talk about the food shortage, we talk about prepping on a budget. Back to Christina, and make sure you subscribe.
If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do that now. Then after this video, come on by Grim Survival, where I will show you the grim side of survival, including actual footage of how poorly the 2019 harvest season has gone. Link in the description.
So, I find out via breaking news alert and through my daughter that Trump has supposedly been impeached. And that's technically true and technically not true. So what exactly are we supposed to take home from all of this, right? Well, it turns out that the House of Representatives have impeached before. They have impeached Trump. However, I believe that it was Bill Clinton was acquitted and Nixon resigned, okay? But in Trump's case, it still has to go before the Senate, just like with Bill Clinton. But according to resources that I'm looking at, it appears that it's going to be a hard sell to the Senate's, even though it also appears that Democrats have a lot of seats there. But either way, it's going to be a hard sell. But see, here's the thing. President Trump openly spoke out during the rally when the news about the impeachment was going on that they were just trying to keep him from running for the 2020 elections because they basically know they don't have a chance, which I think is correct. And when you look at what the Senate can do during an impeachment hearing, a vote, is they can also decide whether he can run again or whether he can't run again. They can decide that on their own if they also decide to go on with impeachment. And from what I understand, they can take it from there to the Supreme Court, which I believe they've been filling some seats there recently to strengthen the Republican role. However, this is just really not an easy time, even though a lot of Americans are kind of scoffing at it and kind of laughing at it. It is at this point laughable, but I think that it's mostly going to make a lot of people feel very uneasy. It's during the Christmas holidays. I mean, what are we, like a week away from Christmas, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to impeach your president. Merry Christmas." You know, I'm not so sure that people are going to really deal with this. So at least deal with it well, right? I can see the possibility of civil unrest, just instant growing. I mean, even though President Trump has not been actually impeached, he is still in office. You just can't take your eyes off Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats for nothing. I mean, they just never stop. And of course, the media outlets, they're just talking about how disgusting Trump is and how insensitive he is, and just basically smearing him because they don't like his personality or whatever. But I just wanted to kind of let everybody know that there are certain things. There's a website that I looked through, and it said impeachment. How does impeachment work? It says process begins with U.S. House of Representatives voting to impeach. If Congress passes the motion by majority, it will appoint members to act as prosecutors in a subsequent Senate trial. Senators act as a jury on the president's guilt, with the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court presiding as judge. Does the impeachment remove a president from office? Only if they are found guilty by a 2/3 majority of the Senate. Okay. It says, will Donald Trump be impeached and removed from office? On the face of it, this seems unlikely. Mr. Trump's Republican Party controls the Senate, so any impeachment process would face considerable resistance. It's unlikely, but it is not entirely impossible. But it does look like their ultimate goal really is to keep him from running in the 2020 elections for exactly the reasons stated, and they do seem to be guilty of the things they're accusing the president of. But Nancy Pelosi, she's like, oh, we were forced. What forced you? Guilt? Okay. There's only so much I think that Americans are gonna really decide to take on this. I mean, it's the road, the way that we decide to express how we feel is really gonna be the deciding thing on how history writes about us. I'm hoping that we're going to learn to be more creative than the wolves that we're fighting. Okay. There's a lot of smart people out there, that know how to rally, that know how to, you know, uh, connect with other people. And I believe that if we just use our minds, that we can really make some amazing points in some amazing ways. But the support for the president is very high right now, and this is a really vicious attack on our president, saying that he has obstructed justice somehow, and another charge which just seems completely bogus, both of them. But this is going to be a really hot button topic right off the bat. It probably is just steady making headlines around the world every single second. It's probably being clicked on. But Trump he's mad, okay? And you just don't know what he's going to do when you cross him like that. And they tend to try to ruin moments for Trump that should be nice and happy. And so here we go with Christmas holidays, and then you think, what is the stock market going to do tonight? What's it going to do first thing in the morning with this upsetness and with the civil unrest and the crop losses? And we're still pushing with this peace deal. I mean, what was it? Some of it was leaked recently, and then here the House is able to pass a vote to impeach the president. It's just a lot to take in. So, I hope that this might have calmed a lot of you down, at least a little bit, to know that, Trump's just not going to be ripped out of our hands, that we still have time for this to finish the legal process, and that's what checks and balances are really about. So, for those of you who pray. For those of you who can change things, that can do things, do those things, but do them smart, okay? Do them legally, but we need to keep our eye on this, and we need to make sure that we don't really take our focus off and think that it's okay or it's not okay. It's just, this is something that we really need to pay attention to, because they're out to get the president. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get off for now, and I hope that this calmed some of your fears. But in the meantime, I'm wishing all of you happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Bye, everybody.